Hey there everybody, this is Aardvark Darkshark, and as you can see, we're not doing the Epic Free Game of the Week this week. The Epic Free Game of the Week is called The Bridge. It's a cute little puzzle game. It's like, MC Escher kinda oriented. It's all about like visual weirdness, and it's a cute game and all, but I played it like 6 years ago or something on, I think, my Xbox 360, maybe my PlayStation 4. Would have been the PlayStation, probably. It's a little more recent than the Xbox, but at any rate, that's really like a one-time through-only game. That is, you play it once, and it's not interesting a second time because you've solved the puzzles. It's cool to watch someone else go through it again for the first time, but I can't replay the first time ever again. Like I've already had that experience. So I figured I'd throw out a different game today. This game is called Pyre. It's made by Supergiant Games, and now every single game that Supergiant has ever put out, I have fallen in love with. They've made Bastion, which was super big back in like 2011. They put out Transistor, which is, I don't know, 2014-ish, somewhere around there. Like, killer great game. Pyre came a little bit after that, and then they're early accessing a game that I haven't played yet, but I'm super excited about. Like, it seems really cool. It's called Hades. The gameplay that they've come out with all these 4 different games has its own little niche and is still like wildly exciting. Their storylines are pretty deep. Their music is killer. Like the guy that does their music, his name's Darren Korb. I love it. Like just listen to this right now for a second. Just listen to this. It's like a hammered dulcimer going nuts. Like, what is this? This is super good. But this game's called Pyre, and the reason that I'm putting this game in is because I was looking at like YouTube videos of it, and most of the content seems like it's just, like a walkthrough or a playthrough with no commentary at all. And I thought, I do commentary, I could do something a little bit different from what's already out there. So I figured we'd give it a try. We're not going to hop into my already done profile, because that's, boring. I haven't finished the game yet, so I can't do true Nightwing, but we're going to play Heightened. We'll see how tough it gets. Subtitles are great. Aim assist, we don't care about. We don't care about aim assist at all. Yeah, so we're gonna give this game a shot. We're gonna do, I don't know. I might do a series on it because I really like this game. Like, I really like all their games. All their games are so good. Support Supergiant. Like, great company. Killer. They do awesome stuff. I'm also not doing a Smite video for a while, and I know I haven't done a Smite video in a while, but I'm gonna get back into it ideally when Season 7 starts to exist, because at this point Season 6 is so stale and boring and old that, like, I don't know anybody that really wants to play Smite right now. But we'll get back to that, because I know that was, frankly, the main focus of my channel initially. So this game, it's an RPG where, like, the gameplay aspect is kind of, it's almost like sports. It's like basketball-esque, but a little bit different, and we'll get into that. So during like the story, there are going to be some highlighted words which I can go and figure out what they are. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. Also, the voices behind these, they're not quite like Banjo-Kazooie-esque, but I do love nonsense language becoming like a language, or I hope this isn't actually a language. If it's a language and I just called it a nonsense language, I'm sorry, but I don't know the language. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. See? Right on schedule. What'd I tell ya? Masked something. You told us we would find someone alive. Someday? I said we'd find someone alive someday, just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. I see you frowning under that mask. The masks are super cool, by the way. Like, look at these things. Looks like he's breathing. I'm gonna presume that I'm male. Presume that I'm female. Presume nothing about my gender. Those are my options, huh? Let's be a chick. I like being a girl in games. It seems she still is. Then stand aside. I shall send her to a better place. She's a she? Can you people just tell? Hang on. The markings on her rags. I think she's one of them. But look at her, she is beyond our help, and we are beyond hers. Standoffish, lady. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed. The day grows dim. You have at best an hour. You gonna save my life in an hour, dude? Understood. I won't be long. Alright. He's gonna turn toward me, and boom, he's a real person. Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us were equal nothings here. Equal nothings. We basically don't exist. We're exiles in this land. I'm parched, and he gives me drink. I ache, and he binds my wounds. I hunger, and he gives me food. Like, wow. This guy's taking care of everything I need. There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwin. Now, come on. Oh, no ill intent as he helps me up and leads me to an old black wagon, nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals. Commonwealth is like where I've been exiled from. It's you know, like the country, and we are all in the backwoods, I guess. I don't know. Ooh, Alabaster Streets. That's a good SAT word. Alright, so Hedwin is this guy. We've now met Hedwin officially, so he gets a name, and we can, like, you know, see a little bit about his life every time we hover over him. We're gonna go into the wagon now. Now the wagon is where, like, everything is, I guess. Like, if you're not actively going somewhere, talking to someone, or doing something, you can look at stuff in the wagon, and it's got cute little things to tell you too. I'm probably gonna give up on doing the voices, because this is like such a huge RPG game. This is Jodariel over here. She is metal as can be. Like, look at those eyes. Look at that. You do not mess with someone whose eyes look like that, let alone the 6-foot horns just... Jeez. She's massive. And this guy's ridiculous. Look at that mustache. Look at him. Look at it. Rookie. Oh, man. He's funny. He's real funny. Alright, she still doesn't trust me. Can she do it? Can I do it? Oh, man. He just sistered me. He's you know, he's getting all nice and kind and everything. Do I know how to read or what? One who can derive meaning from text. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. Yeah, sure. I did it. I know how to read. Glory days. They've got some nice material for someone like me. I still live thanks to you. You ask for something modest in exchange. Alright, you want me to read a book to you. They want me to give them a bedtime story, is what this seems like at this point. Super simple. Real straightforward. Hey look, a book. But so, like, you can hover over stuff and it'll just tell you things, you know, like, about the place. There's a lone minstrel just sitting here. Now is not the time to check on him. Alright, let's read the book. So this is where, like, the actual story comes in. It's a lot about astrology to an extent. You know, like this star formation. Wait, blah, 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 yeah. Is what starts off all the magic power. I don't know. There are rites, is what they're called. But every time you, like, move somewhere, you pretty much open up another page of this, and it gives you a little bit more of the story. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this book of rights. That you possess it and have capacity to glean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. Arrive as a triumvirate, clad in the raiments of the rites, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Like, dude, just like the way that that's written. Ugh. They got so many good, like, ancient words to it. You know, air, solstice, triumvirate, raiments. But at the same time, it's not that tough to read, you know, like, we're gonna take you to freedom. Follow the stars. When the seasons change, go underneath the brightest one. You know, have 3 people wearing these clothes, have the book, listen to the voice. Like, you know, it's not super heady language, but it is just old enough to give it that great amount of feel, and backed with the music back here, like, kills me. It kills me every time. Alright. Complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through my mind as headwind gets my attention. So I apparently didn't read it out loud if he's asking me what does it say. My vision starts to fade and blur. I feel my body weaken and give out. We pass out. It's embarrassing. We just met these people. They nursed us back to health, or at least they thought we were healthy, and then we just knock right in the middle of their wagon.
Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge?
So what I can't figure out is if the blinking star is supposed to be this guy, or if, like, that painting behind him with, you know, like the hair and the what would be a really cool eye visage in a mask is supposed to be him. You know, it's got hands and stuff there. It's probably supposed to be him, and the stars are on top. Alright, so here he's going to give me the tutorial, basically, and I feel like we're going to skip it, because, like, it's not as interesting as it could be. It's a tutorial at the end of the day. Doesn't get a lot simpler. So we'll probably pick this back up right after the tutorial. I'm not gonna abandon you, you nerds. God. Okay. Alright.
Now you understand. Or do you? This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back. Cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
Alright, so tutorial's over. Basically, we go and play basketball, and, like, I will explain the basketball at the next time when we actually get to play the basketball. Yeah, that was something. It was a tutorial. But it's a cool game. It's a cute little basketball thing. What I really like is that they give you multiple different character, like, options. Eventually, you start, you know, picking up more travelers, and they all have different abilities, strengths, propensities in basketball combat, and, like, super good stuff. Alright, so they're asking me to seek out our destination, to figure out, you know, what star do we need to be under in order to perform this next rite. And then you just go up to this map, and, like, there's really only one option, you know, like, hey look, a star, but I can't choose it because it's not the one. There's only the star, and, like, I can go there. So I'm not quite sure why this is a choosable thing, although maybe once you've mapped them all out it does something really cool. But it's a nice little star, you know, it's a nice little star map, and we go to Gaul, the South Star. Boom. So then that's going to be our destination. You go to that ridge that looks like a weird orc face, I guess. 200 leagues due east, the ridge of Gaul. The fossil remains of the serpent titan slain by Galathanian. I don't know about that name. Yet loom over those living in its shadow. Okay, we're supposed to be there very soon. I just want to, like, pluck. I just want to, like, you know how people, like, take the mustache and twirl it a little bit and just, like, fire it back down in? I've never been patient enough to grow out my mustache like that, but if I were, I would spend all day just twiddling it. Alright. Don't deceive you. What the fuck am I just... I'm not deceiving you about anything. Yeah, glad to have me aboard, sister. Alright, they're counting on me. Freedom. The rights are the key. It's a lot to take in. Alright. So, we hop in the wagon, and then you get these cute little, like, cutscenes of the wagon moving around. You know, the animation on it's very smooth and very, like, endearing. At no point do you look at it and go, oh man, oh no, gross, ugh. Anything like that. So you also get, once you've defined your, like, star side destination overall, there are different paths you can take. So, like, Rookie is going to tell us we should go to the northern path. He's got an associate in Hollow Root. And she says, no, let's not have attention cast on us. We're going to Blooming Pool. They're fighting about it. You know, get stuck in a bog, ha ha ha, because it's gross down there. And Hedwyn's going to tell us, yeah, I get to decide. No shit, I'm the player character. But this is a cute little reason why, if the rights are supposed to test your faith, you'd best learn to trust my instincts now. No second guessing. Like, that's a good reason. He's a really good mediator for the team. Which is important, because Jodariel is standoffish, to say the least. She's aggressive. Alright, so now we get to choose where we're going. And I did Blooming Pool last time, but they give you, like, reasons why you should go. Like, in Blooming Pool, Jodariel thinks she can find rare flora here. That's cool. And Rookie knows someone here who owes him. Now, I did the Jodariel one first, thinking that Jodariel would be, like, my favorite of the triumvirate. Fun fact, she is not. She is absolutely not my favorite, and as soon as we can stop using her, I'm going to. But since I tried that path last time, we're going to go here and see about the guy that owes Rookie. So we're going to drive up to it. We're going to get all up in there. And then, as I pass through the squalid little area, I hear boisterous voices coming from what looks to be a public house. Rookie stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. Oh, hey sister, just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will ya? We'll have to drop it off if we head further north. A plain parcel. Okay. But it sells for $30. Which is not a lot, but it's something. It's a little bit. So both of those paths, either way, would take me to this same area. It's just like, I decide on the mini-event that happens in between. So we grind to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Gaul. The others ask me to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Alright, so at this point, page revealed, we can go read more of the story here. You go check in on the Black Wagon, and there's usually somebody to talk to. And it's pretty random regardless. We'll talk to Rookie in a minute. But the wagon also changes with the more, like, people you pick up and the further you progress. So, like, now we have, you know, Rookie's thing, and it tells us where Rookie is and what he's doing, and, like, that's not useful in any way, but it's nice. It's a good homey touch that makes it feel more immersive, you know? Like, boom, Hedwyn is resting up for tonight. We don't care that Hedwyn's resting up for tonight, but it's cool to be able to just be like, what's Hedwyn doing? And it requires very little on their part in terms of, you know, you don't have to see Hedwyn doing anything. I don't have to see that Jodariel is just chilling nearby to know that Jodariel is chilling nearby. But we can finally observe him, slumped in the corner of the wagon bearing some sort of stringed instrument. Sense that he lives, but nothing more. It seems inopportune to ask about him now. So we're not allowed to talk about him, but there's just a dude that's been knocked out in the corner of this wagon since before I got here. But he seems to be alive, which is cool. And then these are their robes for the trials. Some of the garments are massive, while others are so small they might fit a child. So there's, like, multiple different types. They only really show you 3 masks here. But there are, I want to say 9, I think. At any rate, we can look in the book here, and it will have revealed to us, boom, another page. So this gives us a little bit more insight into the world. You know perhaps the thrice cursed name of Salia Moor, the Emperor of Sar. Sar? Sahur? Sahur, probably. Because Sar just sounds weird. The first exile, and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life, such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet, we found in Salia Moor a man transformed in body, mind, and spirit, a man deserving of much more than mercy. In time he named us all his scribes, and he became the eighth. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rights. So the 8 scribes are the deities in this world, to the best that I can gather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. They each get one of the stars. You know, it's an 8-pointed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, balls. It's a 7-pointed star. Well, maybe he doesn't get a star. But they're definitely related to the stars and all that sort of stuff. And since we stopped, and, like, anytime someone's in here, they have something to talk to you about. So we're going to see what's up with Ruki. Hey, sister, appreciate you taking us up through Hollow Route back there. About that, are you certain that parcel will fetch us an adequate price at the slug market, which is the shop? Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. I don't want a rare fungus. That sounds gross. I'm also pretty sure that they both are of equivalent in, like, price. As much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, we said we wouldn't go around second-guessing our good sister's decisions, right? Oh, she pissed. She mad. Oh, man. Alright, so they're gonna go prepare for nightfall, leaving me to my own devices. This is also where you can see the roster. And so the roster, this is like the XP screen. There's ranks of enlightenment, which are literally just experience. You know, this is level ups. You know, level 5 is, I suppose, the highest level. I've never actually gotten someone to level 5. I think level 3 is right now my highest. But once we level him up, there will be 2 different, like, skill trees here that we can start taking, and you get to pick 4 skills, it looks like, to carry with you. And then these are, like, you know, things. You can get talismans and have stat bonuses. You also get to see, like, bios, which is really cool. It also tells you, like, what their thing is in baseball. You know, she's big and slow. Her presence is 23. His presence is 3. Like, you know, her presence is huge, but quickness and hope, like, she sucks. Glory is how much of, like, how big their score is when they dunk the basketball. So, of course, with her being the big, slow one, she does the most damage, he does the least, and he's right in the middle. You know, Ruki, quick, fast, easily maneuverable. Hedwyn, he's Mario. You know, he's generic. He's good at everything, master of none. He's Hermes. And then she is the tank. She's massive and big and spookity. But the way that I play the basketball game, that ain't that useful. It really ain't. Okay, so we're going to commence the rite. Basically... Oh. There's nothing here. Oh, man. But look up. Boom. So we show up here at the same time that these stars align, and invariably some other team will have done the same. You know, they will also have shown up just in time to combat us. I don't know if they're, like, predetermined or if you get a random roll. I think they're predetermined because it makes sense that way. But maybe I'm wrong. And this guy's gonna tell us... he's just gonna make fun of us, really. He's really not a big fan of ours.
Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers.
Alright, so here's the basketball court. We've got a couple of, like, blockades in the middle, and basically the goal is dunk into the opponent's goal, their pyre. Yeah, come visit me. Yeah, this is totally, like, preset. So you go through a series of people pretty explicitly. Good old Lendl. So he remembers me, even though I don't remember him. I don't know if it's that he remembers me specifically, or if he remembers the Nightwings, which is like my crew of people. It could be either, it could be both, it could be neither. You never know. Well, we might by the end of the game. I haven't beaten the game. Again, I don't know. Alright, so there's the basketball. And so this blue thing, boom, is our aura. It's also the way that we fight against people. When we pick up the basketball, we have no aura. But what we can do is jump, boom, jump and dunk. That's my favorite thing to do, is you get somebody nice and fast, and you just, like, bait someone around for a minute. You're like, hey guys, where am I going? Where am I going? And then all of a sudden, boom, you just sprint around and dunk them. So now this is the hard difficulty, but this is also the first basketball match, so it's totally possible. Oh, this is where they're going to teach me about shooting the ball instead of dunking it. When you dunk, you'll see how I'm missing Rookie right now. You lose the guy that dunked for the next play. But if you shoot the ball, you don't lose anybody. So, like, boop. It just does, I believe, less... Oh, I thought it did less damage. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just harder to do. So now all three of us are back. And, like, could I try and throw it in again? Yeah, sure. Am I going to? Nah. Boom. So what you'll notice is I typically don't use Jodariel at all. She's so dang slow that it is just not effective. If I'm jumping and they... I walked right into that. If I'm jumping and they jump, it counters us. Nope. You can't get to me in time. Nerds. But so, like, if I'm mid-jump, they can't stop me with their aura or, like, the shooting beams, but they can jump to block me. Boop. And that's it. We win the basketball game. So these guys, super noobs, like, real easy, real basic stuff. My single fleeting victory. The voice hates me. I don't know why he doesn't want me to succeed. This guy also hates me. Like, there's a lot of haters. A lot of them. And I don't know why or how. So everybody gets a little XP. Why Jodariel starts with more XP, I don't know. I have no idea. But we don't really care about Jodariel. So, like... We're going to go with the other skill path for her this time, simply because I didn't pick it last time. And we don't have plans to use her often. We just don't. Either way. So we beat the first right. Now, that star on our star chart's going to be lit up, and we're going to go to the next one, and we're basically going to build a constellation, it looks like. What is that? Where did that come from? Cool little effect. The rights are real, and we're in. Duh. Until we're free. Alright. So, basically, you have to win you have to be the #1 seed in the NCAA in order to get free somehow. We just have to win a lot of basketball games. Although, from what I've read, we don't actually have to win. We just have to play them. Like, the story still progresses if you lose one of those main fights. I don't know. I've never run into that. Okay. So, Hedwin wants to know, like, what's up? He's just trying to chat for a little bit. We only get one choice to talk to. We're going to ask him why he was exiled. Main's eye contact and his smile. Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you all about it on the way. You know, I picked a different option last time, and that's the exact same thing that he said. We have the illusion of choice for that whole thing. What I wonder is if we just said, what if I don't participate? You know, he can't respond in kind that way, because it doesn't work. But so, this star now, it's not nearly as lit up. This one is, though, which is our next star. And the little mini stars, I'm not sure what their deal is. Noises! Making noises! I also really do enjoy, like, the backdrop pictures that they give. Like, the mountainous, steaming orc dragon demon guy is great. And then we're going to a giant ice spider, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be the bodies of the old gods or their formations, but it's something really cool. Like, it's real neat. Imps fed and wheels clean. So the imps, we have drive imps in our wagon, and that's like our propulsion system. Imps. Alright, Jody, she's on like defense duty. Howlers are apparently like evil creatures that'll attack us at night. I don't know. Everything is secure. Then get some rest. We're headed to the Spring of Joe Muir. At dawn, we're off. So we can hop back in the wagon. Somebody's there to chat. It's Rookie. That's pretty much the main thing to do in the wagon, is you either chat or you look at the book. Or you like plan out, you know, what level ups you want, stuff like that. And the wagon, it's barren right now. You know, it's boring. But it's gonna get cooler the further in you go. We find him rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey sister, know what? It's good to have somebody else around besides those two. So come to think of it, there's something I wanted to get your take on, and you have to promise to tell me honestly. Would you say, what I mean is, just say it, dude. Arg, look, what I'm trying to say is, gets real close, just to make sure it's just us. It's about my mustache. Oh, dude, you're keeping that thing. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache, that it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? So here's the deal. If you say that he might be better off without it, which is what I did last time, he literally shaves it off. Like, it disappears and he no longer has a mustache at all. And I don't think that's what I want here. I want to tell him how beautiful he is, because I want that mustache to chill. So we're going to tell him that it looks perfectly fine. He's going to be jazzed. Couldn't agree more, sister. I knew straight away that you're a real judge of character. Anyway, gotta check the wheels again for mites. See you around. Boom. So a lot of these little, like, bonus things will give you attributes in your next right. That one, if they get, like, kablooied by someone else's aura, hope makes them come back faster. It's the least effective and most common stat to, like, get changed. It's, like, the most boring stat I could have imagined. So we don't have a lot of options here, because we just can go to the Jormir Valley. But, like, look at this. Look at this natural, like, What? I would hang out here all the time. All of these. Oh no, don't kick your microphone. I would hang out here and anywhere at all of the little, like, star points, I guess they are. I'd be there for every single one. Like, they're killer good. They're awesome. Alright, so now we're going to the Jormur Valley. Doop doop doo, doop a doop, ba doop doop doo, doop a doo doop doo. Oh man, hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, we have a stowaway. It's Girl. Good old name like Girl. She must have latched onto my undercarriage as I crossed the ridge. That's inappropriate. Her manner is odd, though you sense she means no harm. She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. So, Jody seems to be threatening to kill her. Ruki seems to be not interested. Hedwyn seems to be telling her to kill her. And then boom. Throw you for a loop, like Jodariel's like, nah, come with us. We need more bros. And boom, she's psyched. She loves it. And so, she's a big follower of the 8 scribes. You know, she's basically the very religious one here. She's a druid, I guess. That's how I would phrase it. Clasps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. So Ruki, not interested in having more friends. And Hedwyn's like, nah dude, screw it. So Sandalwood, the apparent name of some mysterious informant of Hedwyn, Jodariel, and Ruki. He's told us to find someone to fit in every type of mask. So we have numerous types of masks, and we basically need one person from each category in our tribe. So, we're gonna get her too. What do we call you? Oh no, she doesn't know her name, like for the color of my hair. They made fun of you just because you got gray hair. Her name rhymes with gray. So here's the deal. We get to name her. And what I really enjoy is each of these names has like its own little thing. You know, like she looks like she could be a May, doesn't she? She does look like she could be a K. Way more confident in that than this one. She could definitely be a Fae, of that you have no doubt. You suppose that she could be named Day. Her name could be Zay, however uncommon it may be. She looks like she could probably be a Shay. Like, those two are still the most strong. She could be a Ray, perhaps, as well. And then boom, gives you a whole nother set of names. She looks like her name might be Lay, you suppose. She could go by Che, perhaps, or perhaps not. She looks as though she could go by the name of Nay. She could maybe be Tay, couldn't she? She looks like she could be a Jay for sure. Gay the Grey, perhaps, was how her tormentors made light of her. That's the most confident one that I've seen yet. And then this one cannot possibly be right, can it? You can't just call her Bay. I did call her Bay in my other one. And, like, other than the joke there, that's all that it gets you. So we're going to go with Gay, because Gay the Grey, like, is the most confident of the possible list of names. It's the one that makes the most sense, like, you know, boom. She's a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. Yeah, your name is Gay. Where I am from, they called me Gay the Grey. But I guess maybe you don't have to say that part because I didn't really like it. Oh. Oh. But poor girl. Alright, so she's real beat from hanging onto her carriage. And so, boom. We now have another companion. We have another trial mate, I guess? I don't know. Basically, we get another character to choose to not use Jodariel, which is the best thing ever, not using Jodariel. Alright, we arrive in a peaceful stretch of Jormir Valley. Companions wish to hole up here for the night to give Gay and all of you a little rest. Boom. So, she hasn't added yet, like, a thing in here. All the characters add their own little thing, which makes it feel real homey. She hasn't done so yet, but that's okay. She seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Yeah, I am the one who knew your name, and I did guess it right, because no matter what you say, you've guessed it right. She says yes, that's her name to everything. Eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. It's a little bit out there, Gay. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost to the very day, but I am older by 3 weeks, so I am giving him a hard time. That would be my cue to just like, nope, whatever this conversation is, I don't need to be a part of it. I'm out. But that's alright. Little brother, I call him. Yikes. It's a good wagon, isn't he? He will take us very, very far. My little brother, sure, he pulls at my hair at times. What are you doing to the wagon? But he's family, and you're happy to be with your family. Thought you had lost them all again. I thought that I had lost them all. Oh, see. Now that hints to a very, very tragic origin story where her entire family is clearly dead. And, like, that's not good. Alright, so we've stopped, and you should go outside to dance in case the scribes are watching. You just gotta go do a rain dance or something for the gods. And boom. So you just have little conversations, and like we don't have anything to do in there. You know, we haven't unlocked a new page for the book, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. Fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Jodariel motions for you to join them. So, yeah. It happens fairly seldomly so far, but you get the chance to like choose what you're doing. So you can either forage, or you can study, or you can teach individual people. So what I have done is study in private for most of my choices. We're not going to forage for resources, because that seems kind of dumb. We are going to mentor a companion, though, because it's a free, like, 1,000 XP. Now, the fact that I can't mentor Gay is disappointing, because that's what I was going to do. But we're going to mentor Ruki. Boom. So we tell him about the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. And then boom. He levels up. Nice and easy. Old Ruki Greentail's got some bite in him yet. Yeah, Ruki. Yeah. Alright, double jump is cool. Triple jump is super cool. He's real fast. He comes back quick after he's banished, but these ones are super good. Like, an additional 5 damage makes him as effective as Headwind in terms of, like, glory. But he's still faster. Like, he's still better. It's just, he does just as much damage. Also, this perk seems real good. So, like, after he jumps in and dies because he dunked the ball, instead of staying banished for that whole play, he's going to have, like, you know, a 5-second cooldown, and then poof, show back up. Seems real good. But jumping, like, 12 times is also real good, and the sprint is good. I did this one on my other one. We're going to do this one now. It's fine. We're going to double jump. The book's not quite as boring as you thought. Good. Alright. And so now, I don't think there's anything... Yeah, we haven't, like, moved, so nothing changes in the Black Wagon. And so we continue our journey. Alright, we get our choice here. Be as swift as Jomur or as strong as Gaul. Well, we're in the Valley of Jormur, but we just did Gaul, and I'm pretty sure I went with this one last time. We're going to Glue Hive. She's behaving stranger than usual as we pass through the barren wastes of Glue Hive. The scribes, I think they're here. I think that they were here. Can you not feel their presence in the sand, in the air, and all about? She's nuts. Everyone seems happy, though. Boom. Okay. Okay. So we all gain one presence. Everyone's little circle aura is slightly larger in the upcoming right. That's cool. I'll bet the other one, because that's what I did last time, I'll bet what it gave me was quickness, or just like movement speed +1. I don't know which one, as a +1, it's a pretty small bonus either way, but I don't know which one is more effective that way. I don't know. Alright, so this is where we get introduced to the shop. Boom. I love this guy. He's so fun. This guy right here. Yep, been a while and all that. Hey, Ron. It's Ron. How come you've shut up shop all the way out here? Isn't this a little out of the way? Oh, but let's just say, you guys, you ain't my only customers. You see, Dad and I... What I don't know is if this is Dad. Like, this might be Dad, but otherwise I've never seen Dad if this isn't Dad. And Ron's the only one that talks, if that is Dad. Ruki signals to me in a furtive way. Boom. Alright, something here connected to the rights business. They're gonna basically teach us about the shop. Falcon Ron. Yeah, I do want you to take that plain parcel off my paws, man. Boom. So we sell that. And here's something that I love. If you're just sitting here, Ron hums pretty frequently. Like, Ron's a humming kind of guy. And what you can do is put him to sleep and shut him up. But it's so endearing, and, like, he's adorable, man. Like, Falcon Ron is where it's at. Alright, so this is the tutorial shop thing that we need to buy. Boom. Yeah, we got a real good deal from you. Good stuff, Ron. Good stuff. Alright. So everybody has one talisman slot. We're going to just give it to Hedwyn, because this talisman's not that great. After being exploded, you have a 30% chance to return immediately. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Been having some trouble with his feet, getting real something or other from all the hoofing around, you see. So that is Dad, is what that implies, if he's hoofing around. Oh, I seem real nice. Yeah. Alright, so we can go back to the slug market. We go talk to somebody. We have another book page. Alright, well, his manner is easygoing as ever. You sense he is searching for the right words for what he's about to say. You asked what I did to get thrown in here. I figured I'd tell you. The others know. I was on the blood border. That's a metal name for a location. Northern edge of the Commonwealth is a flat and vulnerable expanse. The high-wing remnants seized upon it at every opportunity from the cover of clouds or darkness. An outrider, no real rank but a pretty important job, when the Harps, a winged race also known as the high-wing remnants, which is the ones that attacked the blood border, they are at war with the Commonwealth. Coarse as their feathers, they hold themselves superior. The Archjustice Androbalace the Ninth. Okay, so he was basically just an alarm against harpies. Cool. Nobody alarmed. Everyone died. Oh, you weren't there. He let everyone die. Oh no, Hedwyn. He was getting laid by the enemy, so he let his entire battalion die. Okay, it's a story for another time. The point is, they branded me Hedwyn the Deserter. Oh. That hurts, Hedwyn. Yeah, your friends did pay dearly for it. You murdered everyone you knew. Okay, he looks at me and his smile reappears. Thank you for thinking that I deserve to know. Alright, I did not know he was a deserter. That was not the option that I had picked last time. So we learned something about Hedwyn. We got a new page. Boom. How many nations did I scour in the name of Solium Moor? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solium Moor paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. What we did not know that the Emperor cared nothing... Wait. Not what? Why did I just put the word what in there? Who the hell knows? At any rate, this is of Galathanian, the guy whose right we just completed. We did not know the Emperor cared nothing for the legions nor his people. He only cared for that which was before. He only cared for that which was before him. Ugh, that one's awkwardly worded. One day he learned of such a thing as to befit his name and vowed to seek it out. Yeah, that picture's metal. Like, look at that. Look at this art. I would read any book that just had that for a page. Like, these are fine. Those are whatever. Those have not been put that much effort into. These ones that change, though, are nuts. No, come... Ah, there we go. Boom. Like, look at that. Coolest picture so far. That one's fine. That one's fine. This one's fine. Whatever. No. Yeah. Brutal. Alright. And we're here. We're going to do one more rite, and then we're probably going to call it for now. As I complete preparations for the rites to commence, I notice Gay approaching. She, too, is wearing my companion's raiments. We can go home. Gay, I thought I made myself quite clear that you were not to touch those robes.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Jodariel. I just thought that you were being funny at the time.
Yo, she's not going to take kindly to that. Ooh, the subtle brow narrowing. It's harsh. Alright, something's happening in the sky. What I don't know is how for these first couple of rites, they don't see the other people that have shown up here and are just staring at the stars too until the stars align. Like, are we on different planes of existence? Are we just not making ourselves known? I don't know. I don't know. This guy's gonna be here to demean us for a little bit more.
Not the expected 3.
That's what I have to say to that guy. It's just a whole big setup. He's a jerk butt. His butt is jerky. But, like, look at that ice spider in the background. Or scorpion, I'm sorry, not spider. The ice scorpion is gnarly cool. Boom. Uh-huh. So now that we have 4 people, we have to select 3 to use in the basketball game. Oh, nice little puppy. And somehow, that guy. He hails me, exiles of the Nightwings, and I'm grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I am called Dalbert Oldheart. That's a terrible name. It's my son Almer. Not a good name either. Dutiful foster son of Dalbert Oldheart, and is very protective of him above all else. This guy's just made of honor. His son's a dick. That's what this amounts to. Alright, a token of good faith. He's gonna hand me a talisman. Dope. I do like this talisman a lot. +2 quickness, like, that's just awesome. That's just good stuff, is all that is. His son, he was so caring, he was not so caring. Yeah, you can want to help me beat them. It's fine. Alright, so Hedwyn volunteers to stand aside, but, like, at the same time, Jodariel sucks. Like, Actually, no, we're gonna put the Tailwind crest on her. Gay. Yeah, I do believe in you, and so do the scribes. That's fine. Rookie. Alright. Yeah, she's mad about it, but like she's also slow and bad, so I don't feel that bad about it. In fact, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we have the exact same 3 types of people here. Why did I just jumped into? Yeah, good luck catching me. Oh, okay. Mutually assured destruction, huh? What? No. Oh. Okay. Alright, admittedly, that guy styled on my face.
Seize the orb.
No, gay. Come on, man. Wow. Alright, I'm getting handled. Yikes. The waters of Joe Muir, many main, bring blessings unto us this eve. Okay, okay. Alright, we're gonna have to stop getting styled on, is the long and short of it.
A boon come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son?
There's no way, yeah. There's no way he gets to me in time. Okay. Boom. Okay. We just had to get it together for a minute. It's easy. This game's easy. Infinite stamina. Alright. So the bonus quest, I don't know if I care about, really. Like, whoa.
Wherever did the Nightwings go?
That guy was hauling. No. Okay. Dude, these guys are running me.
Ferocity unbridled.
Alright, we made that. I almost didn't make that. That was almost really embarrassing. Alright, we're gonna stop and get him. Oh, okay. Yep, see, so he jumped into my jump, which meant that he won. Thought I still had infinite stamina. Guess it only stays on the one person that it is on. What am I doing? I did. I left myself wide open. This is my fault. Oh no. Oh no. Yo, I'm getting styled on now. Alright, this is significantly harder than I had. I'm pretty sure I had it on standard on the other one. Like. And wow. The difference is noticeable.
What's more like that, and we are finished here.
Boom. Okay. So, Gay's thing is like she takes a second to charge up before she does a jump or a sprint. And they did come over ever so close. That was embarrassing. But so her just like taking a second, she gets a really good jump. So it had to be her instead headwind. But I also am not super great at the basketball aspect of this apparently. Because like, wow. Those guys should not have given me trouble. And they did. I think we did. I think we did. I do feel bad about that Dalbert, man. He was a nice guy, though. The dawn is yours, and may you earn your freedom. Shut up, son. You're rude. We are the Fate, an honorable triumvirate determined to uphold the traditions of the rights. So, what I can't understand is, do these people just sit at these star signs, like, waiting for me to show up? Cool. Level up from Headwind. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. I think that's a different one than I'd picked last time, too. Alright, Ruki's getting close, and boom. So she starts from 0, which kind of sucks. Because I was hoping to use that 1,000 on her. I really like the Savage, like, class. She is a Savage, by the way. Gay the Savage. Gay the Grey Savage. Hello, excuse me. I mean, would you excuse me for a moment? Do you think... Yeah, dude, what? Oh, she's flirting. He's not interested in the flirt. Oh no, she forgot what she was gonna say. Like, oh no. It's against the rights for you to speak? That's not true. That's not true. She's really trying to get her nut, and like, you know. He's so rude about it. She doesn't deserve this. You don't have to go. You're just a jerk. You're better off without him, Gay. Don't keep that guy. He's worthless. Rude. His dad's cool. His adoptive dad. It's not actually his dad. But alright. So, we've done a couple of rites, and oh no. Oh. Where did he go? Yeah, the sleeping guy. The minstrel is gone. What? What do I do about this? They revealed nothing to me of the lone minstrel or how they found him, though I sense their concern as they scour the vicinity for him. You'll worry about the minstrel, I worry about the stars? Like, dude. I'm worried about the minstrel. Alright, so those are the two we've done. Oh, no, wait, those are the two we've done. This is our next one. So, boom, look at that. Look at that skeletal thing. Like, that's awesome. Alright. Towards the cairn of Haub. What if the minstrel guy doesn't turn up by then? We're gonna find the minstrel, man. We need to. But what we're gonna do is take some time to think about it, because we're gonna call this one quits for now. And we'll come back to find the minstrel next time, provided I record it next time. However, I appreciate you guys coming out for this. Like, Pyre is a super cool game. Supergiant Games is a super cool company. Support them. This game's real fun. This is also like the most slow-paced of their games. Bastion is very... roguelike's not the right answer, but it's an action game. You know, there's no slowdown, no thoughts, no nothing. It's pretty much just like, hey, go fight these guys. Keep walking until you fight more guys. Go fight the boss. Transistor is a little bit of the two. You know, you could do battles fast-paced and hectic if you want, but there's also like this slowdown mechanic where it's kind of like VATS, I guess, from Fallout, where you like plan out your moves and then boom, 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 you do all your moves. This one is almost like a sports game. So like they have a really good amount of breadth to them in terms of like differentiation between their games. Hades is a roguelike, so if you like roguelikes, it's a roguelike that does a lot of this sort of stuff. Yeah, freedom can wait. Progress can be saved when you see that. We already saw that. It happens all the time. But at any rate, this is going to close out the first episode of Pyre. I appreciate you guys coming out. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. Do it if you want to. Don't do it if you don't. You're a grown-up. Like, make your own calls. At any rate, I'll see you next time.